So this isn't something you have to do very often, but when you have to do it, you have to be able to do math in your head to sort of figure out where you stand with your payments. So we're going to go through and do it a couple of different ways, because there's all different ways stores or institutions can ask you for a deposit and then have you pay things off. And it's just a nice way to be able to not have to pay for something all at once. If something's really expensive, you just have a little bit of money and you want to get something right away, you're not going to hold on to it. You can put a deposit on something. So we're going to talk more about that. Really quickly though, who is going to pass these out for me? Jaren. Thank you. What? And Ashley, do you mind getting calculators for everybody? Thank you. So, we, as usual, have a very short amount of time, and math is really boring sometimes, or really fun when I talk about it. But it can be difficult, and it can be, we can get some stuff mixed up, so we're going to try to get through it as clearly and quickly as possible today. And as soon as you get your packet, you are going to get started on your do now. It's as usual, it's independent work for your do now. You're going to be working silently on your own paper, and you're welcome to use your calculator if you'd like. This is just a review from last week to sort of remind you what we were talking about. Thanks, Ashley. Congratulations on Okay, just another minute on the do now.
I need to
20 seconds. You're
Oh, so that's all you have to do. Okay. Well, I'm more used to it. I don't seriously need a professional. Yeah.
okay. Pencils down on the do now. We are going to flip the page to the new class notes. So the next page should be class notes. Am I right, Kyle? Great. All right. So we know how we do this. We follow along on the board. I'll fill things in. Hopefully you guys can read it. Where we go. So, who's ready to learn more about partial payments? All right. So I know I usually do eyes up here in the front of the room. We're going to do eyes back here in the back of the room. So just spin around just a little bit and give me your eyes. I've got Kyle's eyes. I've got Sharon's eyes. I've got Ashley's eyes. I've got Khaleesi's eyes. Great. Okay, so you're on class notes. You should have your pencils. You should have your math packet. And you should have your calculator ready. If you guys are able to, some of this is just basic subtraction. Jaron, I need your eyes back here. Some of this is just basic subtraction. So for some of these, I want you guys to try it without the calculator. All right? So, and you know who I'm talking to too. Some of you guys should get through this stuff real quick.
I can do it.
Well, there you go. So who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. So for the parts where it's just basic subtraction, try it. Give it a try without the calculator. We're going to get a little more complicated with this later on. So this part that we're doing now is really important because it's going to help you with the second part that we do later. All right? So let's just jump in. Can anybody tell me, raise your hand if you can think of a time when you might buy something, but you don't give them the whole money, you don't give them all the money right away, you just give them a part of the money and then you pay the rest later. Never heard of that before? Has anyone heard of that before?
Actually, you put as a tab though, right?
Okay, Jaron.
You put as a tab though, right?
You put it at the top?
Oh,
Oh, on a tab?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, there are places where you can put stuff on a tab and you run credit, basically. Ashley, what were you going to say? That's true, yeah. So when you get a new phone, you don't always give all the money right away. You pay it on the next bill. So some of that is billing for service. They're billing you every month for your phone service. But some of it is like if your phone costs $200, you don't pay the whole $200 right away. You might give them $50, and then they charge you the rest of it on your bill. So you have a balance, and you pay off that balance over time. So that's a great example, Ashley. Thanks. So what we were just saying is, if you make a partial payment, follow along on your class notes. If you make a partial payment, which is like a part of the payment, on the full cost of something, it's called a deposit. So write in deposit here. Where else have you guys heard the word deposit? Raise your hand if you remember. Jaron.
Bank.
At the bank, right. So Ms. Leese was talking about this last week when you guys were talking about checks and stuff, right? When you were like balancing your checking account. So this is different than that kind of deposit, and this is why math sometimes gets really tricky, because the same words are used for different functions. So when we're talking about paying for something, a deposit means the money you give someone else. When you're talking about your own bank account, a deposit is the money someone gave you and you deposited into your account. So just remember that. This is sort of a little backwards from what we talked about last week with Ms. Lease. So if you make a partial payment on the full cost of something, it's called a deposit. That's the part of the money that you put down on the full price. The money you still owe, because they're going to come collecting, is called the balance due. Where else have you guys, someone raise your hand if you remember where you heard the word balance. Kyle, remember where you heard the word balance? I'll give you a hint. It was the same thing we just talked about. What? In Ms. Lisa's class, yeah. So when you guys were balancing your checkbooks, remember the little registers? You had to like keep a running balance.
Yeah.
So it was like you had this much money as your balance. You spent this much money, so now you only had this much money left. You added some more money, so you had this higher balance. This is kind of the same thing, except this is all about money you still owe someone else. So this is your balance due of what you owe a store or a school. So let's try this out. We're going to do an example, and we're going to follow along and fill it in. If you're buying something that's $400, and you make a deposit on that of $40, the way you're going to figure out what your balance due is just subtraction. So somebody raise your hand and volunteer to do this. Jaren, great. So what am I putting here?
All right, 400.
400, why?
Because first number is the highest number, so you can't do
Oh,
it.
that's true. Sometimes it could be the lower number though. So why are we doing that?
Because it's the deposit, right?
Because it's a deposit. What's 400 the price of?
Item.
The item that we're buying, exactly. So I'm going to take the price of the item that we're buying and what?
And minus that 40.
Minus that $40, because that's the deposit we handed somebody. So we gave someone $40 for something that costs $400. Are they going to let us get away with that? Daniel?
No.
No. They're going to ask us for how much more money? $360. So we still owe $360, and that's called our balance due. So there's another situation besides when you buy a phone or something like that. Those are really important situations, and so for you guys who are going to college right after high school, listen up. A lot of times what schools do, because tuition is really expensive, college tuition, you will pay a deposit. You need something, friend?
Sure do. Think so. Go.
Oh, thank you. That's good catch.
It's already.
So what was I just talking about, Jaren? What's really expensive after high school?
College.
College is really expensive after high school. So a lot of times, since college is so expensive, they let you make a deposit on the amount of your classes, and then before the semester is over, you have to pay your balance due. So a lot of times you'll put down, maybe you'll put down $500, but you still owe $1,000. So over the time of that semester, you'll pay down the $1,000 with smaller payments. That way you don't have to try to come up with $1,500 all at once or $2,000 all at once. You can pay it off slowly. All right, so let's practice this. If our item price is $760 and our deposit is $152, Jaren just showed us how to do this. Who wants to do this one? Philip, you got this? Great. 700. 60 what? Apples? Dollars. Nice. All right. And then what? Minus $152. Thank you for saying dollars. Equals?
$6. Oh,
600.
0.
Mm-hmm.
8.
8. Very nice. And what's that whole number, bud? $608. Nice job, Philip. Great job. Yes, Ash?
I didn't get that answer.
You didn't get that answer? What did you get?
I got 600.
You got 600, so 760 minus 152.
600.
You just got plain old 600. Let's try it again. That's okay. Sometimes those calculators are a little hard to read, so that's cool. All right. So let's try another one. This one doesn't have the spaces, but it's the same deal. So who wants to give it a go? Ashley.
1534.00.
Mm-hmm.
And then subtract it by 1.5 to
153 point what? 0.40. Okay. And what are these? Are these like unicorns? What are we working with here? Dollars. Yeah. I wish we did unicorns. So, what is our balance due, Ashley? 1380.6. Did anybody get anything different? Everybody's got that same thing? Great. So what's this number? Philip. Good try. Hang on. I know I made it really squishy. Yup. And 60 cents. Nice job. Awesome. All right. Who's got the last one for me? Kyle. This one's got a little extra step in here. So remember I just said that if we have something that's really expensive, what do we do, Jaren? Do we pay it all at once? Sometimes we can, but when we can't, we make a deposit, and then what else can we do? Add some other payments, yeah. So I said add some other payments, but what we're really going to do is subtract them because they're coming off of our balance due. All right, so Kyle, you want to take it away on this one? What do I put in the first one? 9.99. $7,409.99. And then what's our deposit? $375. Great. And is there any other money we should take away? What? $400. Yeah. So we made some other payments of $400. What's our balance due now? Kyle's going to fact check. Daniel, what did you get?
6,634 and then $6,634.99.
Very nice. Kyle, is that what you got? I got a thumbs up from Kyle. Nice job, guys. Snacks for everyone. You got through that really quick. Come on, snap, 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 snap. Snap, snap, snap. It's Monday. You get 2 snaps because it's Monday? All right, fair. Okay, so I feel like you guys have that pretty well. I want you to flip over to your independent work. You should just have your packet out, your pencil, your calculator. Flip over your calculator just for the first few, okay? Thank you. You guys will have 2 minutes to do your independent work. If you do not finish it, that is okay. The more important thing is your exit ticket. So when you get to the end of your independent work, flip to your exit ticket and just get started. I will give you 2 minutes and then I will tell you when to flip to your exit ticket if you have not started already. Great. 30 more seconds on the independent work. Okay, pencils down on independent work. If you haven't already flipped to your exit ticket, please flip to the exit ticket. You're going to take the independent stuff home, so if you want to practice on that later, that's fine. But I have to take the exit ticket away, so please work on that now. You have just a few minutes. It's the same problems. Yeah, you're right. So make sure to write your name at the top.